dokie then. Hello everyone, TarantulaDan here. Hello to Tarantula Johnny, how are you doing? Just trying to get things set up and make sure that I have everything ready for the stream, because it's one of the days where I had my evening was sort of planned. I thought everything was ready, and then it turns out that I'm not quite as prepared as I would have liked. So I just have to get the stream running on my laptop so that I can, you know, keep my eye out for any trolls and all that kind of thing, the usual kind of stuff that I attract on this channel. So hello to TarantulaDan, hello to Kobe, hello to Paddy, Sarah, Gandalf, awesome name there, and Arachnid King, and Greg Rose. Hello Greg, how you doing? Canadian Cali, yeah, Canadian Cali's President Girl. Hello Dan. So yeah, all good. So just gonna be doing a live stream. I have been meaning to do one of these for quite some time now, and to be fair, just haven't got around to it because of being busy with trying to get this room sorted out. Of course, the rescue reptiles, that situation has kind of taken up most of my free time recently. So for that reason, I just haven't had time to do videos, especially live videos, because you know it takes a lot of free time, to be fair. So yeah, in this video my plan is to basically have a chat with you guys if there's anything that you want to see, any updates. Oh, I realised I haven't even get those on, and just have a chat with you guys if there's anything that you would like to see, whether it's reptile or invert related, or to look at things in here. Let me know and I'll be more than happy to do that, because yeah, got plenty of new things going on, and to be fair, I don't even know where to begin with videos at the moment. I have done loads of rehousings, I've had some molts, of course. I've got a few of them up here, as you can see, you know, Celadonian molts, a lovely molt here. You can get this one, which is my the Cuban blue dwarf, which I might take a look at that one later on. I've dropped it, but never mind. Scorpion molts. I have had something die, which I will fill you in on that later on as well. So yeah, I don't really know where to pick up with videos, what to start doing. You know, I've got so much to do, I don't know where to begin, if that makes sense. So I'll be looking at taking some recommendations for videos in this video. I'll make a note of it on the whiteboard behind me, or behind you rather, and that way I can get them filmed. I actually broke up from work today, so I've got 5 days off, and apart from tomorrow I am free for those, well, the remaining 4 days I'm free, and I'll spend as much time as possible purely filming and editing videos and doing animal maintenance and things like that. Tomorrow I have Sidex, or Sidex is Invert Kingdom, as his YouTube channel is called. He's actually coming here tomorrow with his wonderful partner and their baby, so I'm gonna have a bit of a relaxing day tomorrow. So I'm gonna catch up on some comments. Let's see what's going on. So hello to everyone. What do you make of handling tarantulas with long tweezers? I know exactly why this question has popped up, and it's not something that I would probably do. Like, if I was going to pick up a tarantula, I wouldn't really do that myself. I would rather either just use a capture cup or my hands, to be fair. But if it's an aggressive species, and you can do it sort of carefully around the carapace without crushing the spider, then it's sort of fine to do, I guess. It would probably be more of a last resort for me to do, but I would do it if needed. And obviously, if you don't know why this question has came up, it's to do with Petco and him picking up a tarantula with tweezers, and it's caused a bit of, you know, bit of drama in the community, which is always healthy. It's always good to have healthy discussion. So yeah, it's not something that I would recommend people doing, but if you do have experience, then there's no harm in probably doing that, I guess. So long as you know what you're doing and you're not going to crush a spider, I guess. So so yeah, but everything is going well with me. Happy birthday to Ash Zotic. I hope you're having a good day today. Thank you, Greg Rose. I will be checking my PO box probably tomorrow morning. I'll be going to my PO box to empty that. So I haven't checked it for a while. So, well, been about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So I'll go and check that tomorrow and get the card. So thank you very much for that. It's very kind of you. No, it's fine, Minty. To be fair, I know the difference between trolls, and to be fair, it's a good question to ask, especially with the situation and the things on Facebook and YouTube and things that I've seen. You know, at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. That doesn't mean, just because I say that it's okay to do, it doesn't mean that means it's okay to do. I'm purely saying that for me, if I had to pick up something like a pokey or something that's quite aggressive, I wouldn't hesitate to use my tweezers to pick up the spider if need be, rather than actually picking up with my fingers, you know. So yeah, I didn't take that as a troll question, and hopefully for anyone else that's been wondering that question, hopefully I've answered it. Purely my own opinion, of course. AC, my sling's in a molt. How long can it take? It's a red knee, as I cannot check it as it's blocked its entrance. So if your tarantula has blocked its hide and has gone into you know, to molt, it's up to the spider. You can have a spider in there for several weeks. I've actually had a spider. Is it still in there? Yes, it is. It's been in there for about 6 weeks, but I've had them burrowed away for sort of several months at a time. It's not uncommon for that to happen. So yeah, just be patient. I would recommend not disturbing it. Don't put any food in there for it. Just make sure there's plenty of moisture, you know, a water dish or something, so that the spider can drink once it has molted, because of course when inverts do molt, they do lose a lot of their moisture, and you know, they will die of dehydration. So make sure there's some water for it when it's ready. Kobe, sadly not at the moment, but I will do a video on that in the future. Hello to Cola Car. How is Canada? I'm guessing Canada is quite cold at the moment. It's kind of miserable here, but no snow as of yet. I'd like to see any of your Poecilotheria species. So yeah, I have some pokies. I have got some Sopusca lowlands, Ornatas, Miranda, Tigranus wally, Hanumovila samica, several Regalis, Metallica, and a Rufilata as well, which is a sling. So I can absolutely take a look at those in just a minute. Hey, I presume you take a spider on your hand, as in handle a spider, if you'd like me to handle something. I try not to do that on this channel, but I can do it if you would like to see it, depending on if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. My gimbal. This gimbal is not very good, you know. Give me a second. This gimbal is fully charged, but it's being a bit of a pain. Okay, let's see. Sidewall blues. Try and find one, because all of the larger juveniles have all burrowed away. If I just show you the enclosure for the sidewall blues, you can see the 2 burrows at the top. So yeah, unfortunately they're not out, and the larger one has also burrowed away, and I can't see it at all. Completely burrowed. So unfortunately, I can't really show you any of my sidewall blues. Actually, I'll tell you what I can do. Here we go. Don't hide. So this is one of the slings. You can just see it at the top there. This is Flamingochylis species sidewall blues, of course. Quite a rare species in the hobby. I have 7. And this gimbal is going to be an absolute pain. So this gimbal has full charge, and it's going to be a pain by the looks of it. So what I might do is my usual trick, which I have done in the past actually, which is I will put some sellotape on the top here and bring that around there. Tape around the back. and so now it shouldn't drop. Hopefully, we'll see. So yeah, I can't really show you the sidebar blues because they're all burrowed away and hiding. But if they do come out in the video, I will be happy to show you them. Seas in January, yes, I shall be there. Southeast Arachnid Show, which is down in Kent. Look forward to that. Philip Simpson, thank you. This T-shirt is awesome. It's you know, my favourite Legend of Zelda. Your favourite as well. What breeding am I planning? So of course, P-Sidebar Blues at some point in the future, when I get a mature male. Typhochilena Celadonia, of course, again when they're mature. I have a mature male P Metallica. I have a P Regalis and a P Vitata on the way as well. Grammostola Pulchripes, Chaco Golden Knee. I have 2 mature males, 1 female. I actually put a post up on these on my Instagram not too long ago to show the difference in my mature male and the mature male that I got from Sidex. And my male is probably about 1/3 larger than his. So I'll probably try and get some of these paired up in the week. I've been trying to condition them and fed them a couple of weeks ago. So the females hopefully won't eat the males. So yeah, hopefully get some breeding done this week. Hopefully anyway. Hello to Spider Woman. Chris Price, at which point do you think it's an acceptable time to get an OBT? Have many New World and a few. Okay, so yeah, OBTs, Trinochilus marinus, great tarantulas. It's one of those sort of spiders that a lot of people really think are really, really bad. I have a little fruit fly. Are really, really bad spiders to own, and they aren't that bad really. Yes, they will throw a threat posture at you. They are quite fast, but like with all old world tarantulas, so long as you just keep your fingers away from them and really have as less interactions with them as possible, so to speak, you know, open the lid, feed them, put the lid back on, don't keep poking around it, you should be fine. It all depends on what kind of old world spiders you have. If you've kept pokies and things, maybe some other baboon species, then I would recommend trying them, and they are amazing. I don't currently have any OBTs, just because I bred them about 4 years ago, several exacts at the same time, and I had that many of them. I kind of got sick of them, so to speak. So for that reason, I just don't have any at the moment. But they're readily available here in the UK. You can buy a sling for £3 or £4, and they get to a decent size within a year. But I just don't have much interest in them, and I don't see the point in keeping a tarantula that I'm not going to enjoy. You know. Greg, I shall do just that when they come. So yeah, hello to everyone. So yes, obviously there's people commenting about TarantulaDan picking up a tarantula with the tweezers. Someone actually wanted a handling video in this thing, so I could like, hang on, like do it like this. Oh, this is a molt, by the way, guys. Someone's probably gonna like take a screenshot of this and then post it on Facebook and say that, you know, but yeah, this is Choco Golden Knee. Yeah, quite a few people have messaged me today about the whole TarantulaDan handling the tarantula with tweezers thing. I've already given my opinion on that, so I don't really see the point in discussing it further. Hello to JP's Pet Nation. Hello to Drew, how are you doing? Of course, don't forget to let me know any requests for the video. I'm sure going to read some comments, and then I'll start taking a look at some spiders and giving you updates on a few things. Hello to Christian Collector, thank you for joining me again. I spoke to you yesterday during the Spyro live stream, so thank you for joining me. Hello to Leyland. You've ordered a Chinese for tea, wonderful. What are you having nice? Leyland, again, tomorrow, Patreon live video at 8 PM UK time. Don't forget to join me for that. So, yeah, my gimbal is basically dying and is just being a bit of a pain, to be fair. So I'll probably end up getting rid of this and getting a new one. How long do tarantulas live for? Tarantulas will live depending on several factors. The species, the gender. I say gender because, you know, obviously females will usually live longer than males. Males mature and die usually within just a few years. And it also depends on how fast, you know, how much you you breed them, the environment, and also, of course, a male spider that gets eaten by female is going to live a little bit less than one that doesn't get eaten by female. So yeah, different factors will affect it. But usually you're looking, say, like 20 years for a female. So pretty decent length of time, to be fair. You go into the BTS? I am. I have my space booked for the BTS lectures, which are March the 3rd, I think it is. It's the first, the first sort of Sunday in March for the lectures. And then the BTS, the actual event itself is May the 19th off the top of my head. I can't check because I don't have my, my monthly journal from the BTS journal. But I'm sure it's like the 19th of May, and of course I'll be going up there the night before, staying over, hopefully in the Holiday Inn hotel this year, drinks, and then obviously I'll be at the show. Don't know whether I'll be working in the spider shop or whether I'll be there purely for filming, or maybe they will make me queue up and I'll just be walking around. I don't know. We'll see on the day, I guess. But more than likely I'll be there filming. So yeah, -6 Celsius. Wow, that's pretty cold. My room at the moment, my room is a chilly, like standard room is chilly 24.5 degrees. So it's yeah, it's quite nice in here. Hence why I'm wearing the t-shirt. It's just nice, and obviously with all the, you know, the reptile tanks and things that keep this warm, really, really nice. The hot points of the room, like in that corner and above this bearded dragon tank, which is just to my left, is much sort of warmer. So it's a great room to come in if everyone's feeling cold. How many tarantulas have I got? I'm not actually willing to count them during this live stream because I'll be here for quite a long time. But I have lots of pokies, lots of arboreals, lots of pokies, lots of Celadonian, of course, lots of slings. Not that many trues at the moment. I think for true spiders I've only got 3 true spiders, which are the giant banded huntsman, the ladybird spider, which is the sea day, and the net casting spider. I think are the only trues I have at the moment. But there's, I mean, excluding slings, there's still probably 160 or so, excluding, like I said, like slings and all that kind of stuff. So quite a lot. Do you have a larger entropy? Would you like to see how small? I don't actually have one of those at the moment, to be fair. And is of course the Nandu. I don't actually have one. I was going to get one of the last shows, because when I'm sort of packing up with the Spider Shop, if there's sort of slings left, usually I might be like, oh, can I grab some of these, and I'll grab a few slings. And there's usually quite a few of them left, but it's that thing with me and Nandu. I do actually have a Nandu, but if you've been a long-term subscriber of my channel, you will know the story of me and where my dislike for Nandu comes from. Nandu, for those of you who don't know, is a genus of tarantula. With the main one that I do not like is the Nandu chromatus, the it's a red, black and white striped bird eater. And I had a lovely male and a huge female, and the female ate my male during breeding on what was meant to be his last breeding attempt. And so now I just don't like them. Like, I just don't like the species, you know. I do have an Nandu chromatus, which I'm trying to raise up to try and get my love for the species back, but it's sort of like an OBT. I kind of look at it and just, you know, I don't really have any kind of, not affection, that's not the right word, but I don't look at it and think, oh, I can't wait till you're big and you're colourful and lovely. I look at it and just think, oh, great, another spider, you know. So yeah, Nandu, not one of my favourite genus. I mean, they're great, you know, the great genus, and I'd recommend them to other people, but for me personally, just don't like them. So yeah. So Kettering in England, that is down south, I believe. I mean, obviously, I'm not far from Birmingham. I was telling someone where I lived, and then I mentioned Kidderminster, and that seemed to ring more bells with some people. So I live literally not far from Kidderminster, like that's like the next town, pretty much, from where I live. But it's not actually 20+ degrees here. It's just in this room at the moment with all the lights and things. It's always pretty warm here. So yeah. Fear AJ, yes, I do. I'm really sorry that the gimbal's shaking. It's because I don't know what's happened with it, but it's fully charged, but it's not actually staying on. It keeps sort of turning off, which is a bit of a pain. Yes, Starbar Blues cost an awful lot. I mean, even a sling will set you back £150 or so. Am I in Fatal Fangs? Yes, I am. I've already submitted my clip, and you know what? It's the beauty of Fatal Fangs is I do not know whether I'll make it through to round 2. I would like to, in one sense. Originally, I was going to drop out after the first round just because I don't really need to gain any subscribers. In all honesty, I have plenty of subscribers, and you know I'm not that bothered about sort of making that many more. In all honesty, I'm happy with what I've got. But then I thought at the same time, maybe I should have sort of, you know, try and go for it. But then when I was doing the actual feeding clips, a lot of them wouldn't feed. And then I did get some really good takedowns. So I got some Typhoid Chelena, the Caledonia, taking prey from a trapdoor, from the old boil trapdoor that they've done. My focus. There we go. Taking prey from the trapdoor. I have the adult female Starbar Blue taking down. Huntsman. All of my pokers pretty much have been feeding. Of course, Zelda, which is my mature female Lassiador Power Hybana Sampling Bird Eater. The Linenthal Phalax, a really good takedown of that. And that's amazing because the clip that I got, it's eating it. I grew up and all the juices are like coming out of it, and the lighting is I had it on the white lights. So it's reflecting off the web. I just sprayed it. It's a really good clip. And so there's all these different sort of really cool clips with big, big impressive tarantulas or very expensive tarantulas. And I ended up getting a clip, which I just thought was really, really fun. And I won't ruin the clip because hopefully you guys will watch it. And it's not the best video at all, you know, nowhere near as, really. But I thought I'd submit it just for the fun of it. And basically, it is, if I can just grab it. Just disappear down the back. It is of this spider, if any of you are aware of what's in this little enclosure here. This is the ladybird spider. I always called it Ericidae, but I believe it's actually Erasus. But the ladybird spider, and basically I dropped some food into it on the web, and I managed to get some silk on my finger, and was sort of, I want to use the word teasing, but that's not the right word to use because there was actually some, something there. But as I'm sort of like flicking it, like the web on this finger, it actually draws the jumping spider up the tunnels, grabs it, and then drags it back down. And I'm using my left hand to manipulate the silk whilst trying to hold my phone to record as well. So it's a bit shaky and not the best. But at the same time, like I said, it's a bit of fun, I think, I don't actually know exactly what I'm on at the moment subscriber wise, but I think I'm on just shy of 99,000 subscribers made this year. So although I don't show my total amount, it's been a really good year for me. So I don't necessarily need to make loads of subscribers, but hopefully you'll enjoy the clip anyway, and good luck to everyone that has entered the round 1. Loads of really good clips of all YouTubers that I've entered it, and I'm looking forward to seeing who ends up coming out on top. I don't know whether I'm going to stick it, even if I get through, whether I'll stay in it or whether I might just back out and leave it for, you know, for other people and just observe it. But I haven't fully decided yet. Like I said, people might watch my clip and be like, well, that's really crap. That's like dreadful. You should have uploaded like a Caledonia clip or something. But I didn't want to go for an obvious. Everyone thought I was going to do a Caledonia clip. And I know that there are people that also have Caledonia that have uploaded their clips, which is fair enough. And it just seems like, you know, hoping to win with a expensive tarantula, I wanted to try and avoid doing that, you know. So just gonna quickly scroll down. I'm miles back. Oh, bless you. Do you want to come out? See where the Iggy wants to come out. Philip, they are selling edible crickets at Sainsbury's. I will go and check those out. I will go to Sainsbury's tomorrow. I will vlog it, and I can go and grab some. That might be a pretty cool video. So thank you, Philip. I will definitely go check that out. So I've skipped down a lot of things because I'm miles behind on the comments. Sorry. But so I've been asked by AC, what other animals have you then other than spiders? So yeah, true spiders, tarantulas. I have centipedes, scorpion, millipedes. I would say I have ants. However, are these ones still alive? I don't know if they're. I think they are still alive, but yeah, they are. So I do have some ants as well, if you can just see them down there, but they're not really doing ant stuff, you know. And the other colony has completely died off, so not very good, but I will end up getting another colony from ant kits. Of course, I have 2 leopard geckos, 2 big dragons, of course the iguana, who is actually just sort of chilling and isn't coming out at the moment, but she will probably come out later on. So yeah, but mostly inverts. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have. As far as sort of like other animals, I have springtails, if they count. Oh, crabs, of course. I have 2 crabs. I have the rainbow crab, which is in this tub here, and then of course I have the giant Cameroon mud crab, which most people have seen that video, which is of the giant crab that's like this big and it emerged from the box like Godzilla, as a good friend of mine Dan said. Of course I have that, and also down here I have, if I just take the lid off and I can show you because it's just underneath. Loads of isopods, and cockroaches, and these are not really food. I try not to feed these off to my inverts just because I really like them. I know that's one of the things that makes me a little bit strange, you know, but cockroaches are absolutely wonderful, even when they run off, but they're pretty hardy. These are the giant hissing cockroaches, which they're not, this one isn't actually going to demonstrate why they're called that, but they basically hiss. But these make really good pets. If you've never had an invert before, I'd recommend them. They don't bite, they don't smell, they don't make that much mess, they're easy to care for. They feed off basically uneaten veg and sort of scraps, and they're just lovely. They're kind of adorable in a really kind of strange way. But maybe that's because I've got an eye for sort of creepy crawlies and things, you know. I do have a really cool female somewhere, but she's not coming out, which is, I don't know where she is. But when they get, put the lid back on that, when they get sort of the maturity, they get these like almost like horns on the back. They look really, really impressive. So I'll put those away so I don't kick them over and have cockroaches crawling everywhere. I also have mealworms and isopods. I've got 4 different species of isopods, which is the woodlice, including my favourites are the tropical orange woodlouse, or tropical orange isopods as they're called. Those are absolutely amazing. So yeah. Oh, and the leech, of course, as well. I still have that, which I would get that out, but it's not. I don't want it to risk trying to eat me on camera, because if you've ever seen me in one of my previous live videos, I tried to get the leech to feed off me in the video, and I very nearly passed out, and I had to sort of very abruptly end the video and go and lie down because I was going to pass out. So I shan't be demonstrating that. But yeah, I'd have the leech as well. So Christian Collector, your video from a week ago when you took the bearded dragon and the iguana to the vet, how are they doing? So yeah, they are both doing really, really well. The one iguana, one beardie is here. Hopefully he's going to be pretty chill. He usually is, to be fair. But you can see he's actually sort of filling out a little bit on the sides. Really, really docile, which is nice. He's had his medication, and he actually will move around the enclosure. You can see his head isn't shaking. Let me just move the tripod this way a little bit and try and get it actually. There you go. You can see him a little bit better. His head doesn't really shake that much. It does shake a little bit, but not that much, at least not compared to how he was before. So yeah, much better. He does actually move around. This was actually for his water, but he's just destroyed it. It's just my hand. I'm going to eat food. I'll feed you later. In fact, I'll tell you what I will do, because I have some mealworms. Oops. No, get off me. This is just a mealworm. There's no calcium on it, but let's just see. There you go. So you can see the head shaking is almost completely stopped on him, which is like, that's fantastic. Still got a little bit of weight to put on. You can see by the he's still a little bit ribby, but on that, hey, he's doing great. So yeah, that's the iguana. I keep saying the iguana. That's the beardie, which is doing really, really well. At least I'm happy with how that bearded dragon is looking. He's not shaking excessively. I will be taking him back down to the vets probably after Christmas. I'm going to try and continue to feed him up, get him with plenty of calcium, get him fed up, and then once after Christmas, I'll take him back and just get them to have another check over him, see how they think he is health-wise, and as to whether he needs any further investigations, shall we say. But within 2 weeks of having him, just the right enclosure, say the heat and the right bulbs, the food and the calcium is way better. And of course, the iguana, who's actually just down here, she wants to come out, but she won't come out through the left door. So I've got to let's open the other door and see if she'll come out and join us for a bit. What I'm going to do, because obviously I want you all to see her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the tripod down. Give me 2 seconds, everyone. There we go. There you go. Don't know if you will be able to see her. You can kind of just see her. There you go. So yeah, you can see. Oh, you can't see her because it's not actually. This tight. This gimbal is really irritating me. Let's try that again. You know what? Let's just take that off. Because this gimbal's just being an absolute pain. This might be easier, I think, for you to. There you go. You trying to buy my jeans? Nope, you don't like that, sorry. There you go. So yeah, this is the Iggy. You can see she's fairly decent in size. She's probably gonna go and have a wander now and demonstrate just how she, you know, how she moves for things in the room. How are you doing? Oops. Okay, I will stop fussing. I like that she uses her foot to just very carefully just move my hand out of the way, rather than, you know, trying to bite me or anything like that. Mantis, I don't have any of those at the moment. Greetings to those of you from South Africa. Hello. Now off she goes. Where she goes, no one knows. She's probably going to go and have a... Just going to have a wander down there, I guess. So, well, I'm going to quickly scroll down because I'm miles away. Did you end up getting one of those skullduggery things at the end of the Southern show? Which was that? From Aaron Facey, Dan, did you get the video tagged you in on Facebook? I can't say as I did, in all honesty, sorry. Was it a comment tag or a message tag? Do you collect ants? I do have some. Vinegaroons, yes, I do have a vinegaroon as well. I dare you to make your hand smell like lettuce and allow snails to crawl over it. No, I won't do that because then I'll end up getting bitten. If I just sit down, she'll probably end up sort of just coming up and having a chill. What she usually does. Minty, thank you very much for that donation. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Do you have a request? Cool shirt. Yeah, this t-shirt's amazing. Ed Zelda. Yes, I believe it might have, to be fair. I need to speak to Petco this week anyway to discuss things in general. So I will message him and have a chat with him. I live in a house, and this is my this is my animal room. I might just give you a tour. She's actually gonna walk around it. Usually she'll just try and sort of squeeze sort of right through the holes in it. Now come and have a look. Hmm? Absolutely amazing the way he just comes and chills up. Christine Lyons, thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you. Oh, the colourful animal schools. Yes, I am getting one. I'm getting the the actual colourful cat skull, which I'll show you when I get it. To be fair, when I'm at home, like during the week or on weekends, cause I'm usually in here most of the day, so I will leave this door open and she can come in and out as she pleases. There you go. Off she goes again for another wander. I want to see whether she's actually going to walk around it or whether she's going to try and go through it. Because with the last video, I did kind of demonstrate it where she... there you go. Is she going to do it? No, she's going to... Mind the gimbal. Although it's not even working, but still. Oh, she's walking around it. So in the last video, she actually squeezed through that triangle bit there. Bless her. Oh, pokies, of course, yes. I will do that. Unstoppable Living, which link was that? I did receive a link on Instagram from, what was it? To do with the Australian thing, and they've used one of my videos. Hello to Lucy Little Critters. Martin White, my thoughts on the black tunnel spider, and would you get one? I would absolutely get one. Yeah, awesome. I would get one. Like, you know, there aren't many spiders that I wouldn't get, in all honesty. I'm going to try and get this gimbal back on. I don't know why it keeps going off, because it does have full battery, but I can do this whilst I'm getting stuff ready for the pokies. Especially as you kind of gave me a donation, the very least I can do. Do you have a preference on which pokies? My best ones to look at are probably the... Which ones? Let's see. Metallica, my female Metallica, if she's out. She's pretty awesome. I also have a mature male, which is on loan from Ray Gabriel. So I can always show you that one as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move, I'll move my laptop. I need to move it out of the way where she isn't going to destroy it, even though she still will, and where I can put the phone onto, in fact, I want to leave that there, to be fair, because even though it's not fantastic, my gimbal is dying. So, P Metallica. Let's see. Of course, you would have to pick a species which is right up on the top of my of my shelves. So yes, let's have a look. Ah, no, don't do this. She was just out and now she's run away. I'm going to leave that out for a minute because I'd like to try and get a look at her a little bit later. But the next one is she's out. Ah, she's out. Now, let's see. Is she actually going to walk around? Yes, she is. So, this is one of my largest pokers. This is my P. regalis, the Indian ornamental. Absolutely huge female. The molt, which is... I do have the molt. And it is badly broken. But yeah, that's the molt of her, which was just over 7 inches from this leg to this back leg there. Diagonal, little over 7 inches. In fact, I think if I lay that out, just so you can actually see, sorry, this is all shaking. So 7 inches there. And then there's that leg. So yeah, she is very, very, very big. And very, 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 very aggressive as well. Let's see. There you go. Go on then. Yeah, she's done it. Hey, up. Don't get on there. Hey. Don't go down there. Come on. Back in here. The way she turns her head to look at you. It's like she knows she's talking. I'm talking about her. Come on. This way. Ah, she's looking away now. Oh God. Made me jump there. Yeah, better look at her. So there you go, Pirigalis. Indian ornamental, absolutely huge. I'd say she's got to be good sort of 7.5 inches, and she's really, really bulky as well. And I'll be breeding her when the mature male eventually comes, which hopefully won't be too long. Hello, Ian. Not a lot to be fair. I'm just sort of showing off some spiders to a couple of people that requested some things. Christine, did you have a request or Minty? So yeah, Minty, you're right. They're species. So don't do it. Come on, back in. Don't go down there. I know you're going to sulk with me now, but yeah. I think she's, oops, she's watching herself on the screen, I think. Okay. Ah, I'd go. Well, yeah. So there's the Pirigalis anyway. The P Metallica isn't coming out. If I'll just hold the phone to show you some of the thingies. So this is the mature male. He is missing a leg. I spoke to Ray Gabriel, and he assured me that the missing leg was not a hereditary thing, which is good. I trust him. This one is an empty enclosure. In here, we've got another Pirigalis. A simple enclosure. This is the Huntsman, which I would get out here, but if it makes a run for it, I'm not going to be able to sort of chase it down, to be fair, because they are very, very fast. Not very big though. And this one is not out. This is the Pocotheria vittata. This is the problem with my gimbal dying. And here I have two, not in the same one, but there's one in here and one in the other coffin enclosure. These are Pocotheria Hanumovila samicas. So really, really cool tarantulas. I think what I'll do actually, I might just go through the shelves and just sort of show you all where I got things and how things are. I don't need the stool anymore. So, of course, I have the one of my favourite little pieces, of course, is the skeleton of the sooty-headed bauble. I do have another skeleton coming at some point in the future. This is Psalmopoeus victori in here. It's you can see it's webbed up at the back. T. Celadonia, this is the larger one. You can see the one with all the air plants, and out of everywhere. Can anyone guess where this spider has done a den? Can anyone guess? Yeah, it's like right up in that little hide up there in the corner. Absolute pain, I tell you. Christian, for a T for Christmas, get a G Pulchra Cannot go wrong with those. Are amazing. This is the A Penicillo. Webbed up. I haven't seen her for several weeks now, so don't know how she is. Hopefully well. In here, you'll see that I have a change of setup here. This is the Brachypelma auratum. And if she goes to go down there again, hey, don't go down there. Don't do it. It's like having a child. Come on, don't get on there. Good, good girl. You back in? Yep. Okay. Anyway, yeah, in here, the Brachypelma auratum, which is my favorite species of Brachypelma, is in this enclosure because the previous tenant died. And the previous tenant that was in here was the Malaysian jeweled centipede. So rather disappointed about that, to be fair, but something I could do about it. Unfortunately, I didn't see it for a while. I decided to very carefully have a look in its burrow, and it was just dead. And then it had buried itself and died for whatever reason. So in here, this is the Davis Pentaloris, which is not actually you can't see it, but it's down there in that little hole, so that's fine. And of course, more T. Solidonia. These are the there you go. You can see the one is up there, up in the corner. They are as named as such. The big one, Maya. What was it? The big one, Maya. Number 3 and Greedy. That's actually what I've called them. So yeah, so there's that one. This is the one that's got the trapdoor. If I get my tweezers, which are down here, I can actually try and show you this because it's really, really cool, to be fair. Right, hopefully you will be able to just see this. You see it just in there? So yeah, that's that one's number 3. That one's actually done, like I say, has actually done a trapdoor, which is awesome. And then Greedy is this one. This is the one I pretty much 100% sure, well, not 100%, probably like 99% sure that this one is a male, but you can't really see it. So, but yeah. So that's the wall of Solidonia. And someone actually messaged me and asked me if I was going to get any more of these, and the answer is yes. Of course. Of course I'm going to get more of them. So yeah, down here, this is the leech. You can actually just see the leech just down there. This is the Daemon Diadema, the Taurus Whip Scorpion, P ornata in there, Hanumavilis amica. This one is the versicolor, which the web is, oh there it is, you can just see it by that leaf. This is Cariburna versicolor, which was a gift from Gary's Predator Crown Lion, Venezuelan Sun Tiger, Sampos Ammonia. So I was in to get the adult coloration. Attitude, of course, I have the 4 oh, what are these called? I'm trying to think. These are the Brazilian red fangs, which are Haematostoma something, I can't remember off the top of my head. It'll come to me later on, I'm sure. And then yeah, I got see your latest species red, Pantherbeetus, H. Mac, P. Miranda, a couple of like Diversipies, and Aviculata Giraldi, which is at the back there. A couple of false widows in this one. What's this one? This one is Ceratogyrus, not Ceratogyrus, Stratogyrus marshali in that one. The boutique, which is actually out and about and looking pretty awesome. This is a Pantherbeetus, Pantherbeetus species Esmeraldus. She's actually out on the top and is looking pretty cool. Harpactria pulchripes over there. These are the two. These are the jewel beetles, which are amazing. I was gonna say I don't actually see them, but the that's the female. It's just sort of coming out there, so good. There's actually loads of like rotting, decaying wood under that, but I need to put them into something with a little bit more depth, I think, at some point. These are centipedes, so there's the Scotopendra polymorpha at the back there, which is somewhere amongst all of that. Another one, this, of course, this one was from Venomous Visions, Tony Webb, and the giant tiger centipede, which is, just see it there. Another one here. This one's looking pretty big, actually. Not as big as what it will get to, but and this one is the Suspinipes, I believe, Dihani, but for some reason I've got Java in my head. Java redleg, I don't know. Yeah, I won't go through everything. I'll just do maybe like finish this shelf off. Scorpion in there is the giant forest scorpion. Of course, the giant desert hairy scorpion, the crab. This one is the glossy, and this scorpion's got loads of attitude, which is pretty cool, although I don't want to get pinched by that one. Pokies, lots of pokies, Hapalopus columbia, more Stratogyrus, GBB. This one here, if I can show you this, I don't know whether it'll come out or not. Oh, it's actually out. I've been trying to get a video of this for ages, and it always runs away. So I'll be really, really careful when I open this. Try and be really, really careful. Oh, look at that. This is the... No, don't do that. This is the blue dwarf, the Cuban blue dwarf. You can see it's more purple. Where are the tweezers? It's all like a purple B. Amelia. So yeah, one of my quite rare tarantula. So yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm just quickly scroll down because I realised I haven't been reading the comments. So by IC, thank you for joining me. T Sturmy, yeah, I can show you that. Mac, to be fair, just going through, showing some pokies off and some other sort of spiders. So, but there we go. She's gone back under. Just doing a quick tour of some of the animals, not all of them. Of course, I have this miserable little so-and-so. This is Ramsey, the bearded dragon that tries to eat everything. Look at that face. She's like a proper sassy little thing, and she will quite readily sort of try and bite me. She's not quite as chilled as a certain somebody, as in the iguana, of course. I actually rehoused one of my spiders. This is the Thrixopelma lagunas, one of my favourite tarantulas, and this one is the female, which is awesome. And I do have a male. And in the old female enclosure, I rehoused. You can actually just see it just there. G. pulchra, which I believe is a female as well, which is fine because they're awesome. You got a mature male down there. Various sort of Ceratogyrus, Planobius muticus, Huntsman. What was in this one? This one in here is one of my widows. I don't actually know where she's gone. I think she's in this sort of web bit there, which I got off Ed Francis. Of course, there's a net casting spider. This one desperately needs a rehouse. I'll get that done this week. So yeah, quite a few things. I won't go through everything because I got more sort of upstairs as well. What was it that someone wanted something? Oh, hello to Judge Jungle. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, T. Sturmy. So I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't come out because I don't want her to sort of get out while there's a you know, quite a big sort of spider that is more likely to run. So some of my spiders are down here. Of course, this is the Monocentipus balfouri communal as well. So they're all sort of in the back there and not really doing a lot, which is a bit of a pain. T. Sturmy though, I can absolutely show you that. Got to try and get this down really, really carefully without making too much of a bang. Oops. Like so. Is it out? It is not out, which is absolutely typical. So, I think what's actually... Okay, I can kind of... There you go, you can see its leg. So, unfortunately, I can't really show you the full spider because it's not going to come out yet, which is a shame. But there it is. Underneath that is one of my favourites of my tarantula. This one I really want to spend a bit of time on this enclosure because it's amazing. G. pulchra. And this is one of the spiders that I absolutely love, in fact. Oops. This is the amazing spider. You can see how sort of chill they are. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Come on. No, you can see she's so chilled out. Really, really, really docile. I will now demonstrate how to pick up a tarantula. I'm joking. No, I'm not. I'm not going to sort of pick her up. But you can just see how chilled out these spiders are. They are just absolutely amazing. Really, really are. So how I keep my tarantulas warm? Well, in this room, of course, I have my bearded dragon. I got this bearded dragon, and of course, and now obviously got this iguana. But as a whole, my house is fairly warm anyway. I mean, the only part of this house that really gets cool is my bedroom, which is obviously upstairs. But as a whole, this house doesn't get that cold really. So I think it's probably dropping a little bit now. Yeah, it's 23 degrees in this room, but of course, obviously, in the it's like upstairs or maybe sort of like in this corner, so the corner where the celadonias and things are, it's probably a little bit cool at the moment because it is going to start, the thermostats will start sort of dropping but peak during the day gets to about 25 over in this corner, and this sort of side of the room, excuse me, is sort of 28, 27, 28 in the room, and then of course obviously the reptile enclosures get much warmer, so it provides heat for the whole room. I don't really have to worry about heat mats. I don't actually have any heat mats at all for any of my inverts at all. Are you coming back out? I think she is. Hey. Let's move that out of the way so you don't tread on it. Are you in a good mood? There's some people here that haven't seen you. You should definitely Pocket Ninja. Honestly, I haven't actually looked at the list. I will take a look at that just after this. Greg, my animal room is actually upstairs. But you know what? If you were to come, I would be more than happy to make some arrangements to help you sort of get up to this room. You know, I'm sure I could sort something out to, you know, for you to sort of come into here. It'd be a shame for you to miss out. So yeah. Kat, I can jump onto Discord after this if you are free to chat. Then I will jump onto my Discord after and have a voice chat. Iguana, it did come with the name, which was Percy, which I'm kind of struggling with, to be fair. It kind of seemed like a bit of a... Hey. Ah, good girl. It doesn't really suit her. But I like the name Yuna. After the summoner from Final Fantasy. And she's just so gentle. So yeah, hello to Janie Marshall and to Peter Webster. Love Lost Khan. Hello to everyone. Thomas a tank engine. Yeah, Percy was the green one. James red, Thomas blue, and Gordon was a red one, I think. Yeah, Iggy is a cool name for one, but I don't know. I like the name Yuna. I just think Yuna's a pretty cool name. But she is literally like a puppy, to be fair to her. She's never shown me any sort of signs of aggression or anything. I don't know where she wants to go. Are you gonna go and have a explore? And like I say, when I'm, let me just sit back here. When I'm doing maintenance on my animal room on the weekends or on the evenings, I come in here and I open that door up. She always comes out like this and just sort of like wanders around, does her own thing, and usually sort of comes and will have a like literally come and like either lie next to me wherever I am, or will lie on my legs and have some fuss. A couple of occasions she's actually crawled up so that her head is like in my neck almost, and just chilled there. And she's learning very fast that when I say no, don't go down that corner down there, she will sort of turn around and then come back, which is good. What are you trying to do? You're trying to bite my jeans? I really want to advise biting my jeans. I don't think it's not gonna be very tasty. Go on then. Go on then. I wish I knew what she was thinking, like what's going on in her head. Probably want some more food. I've got to feed her in a bit. Get her some more fresh greens. You can see her arms, she's going quite orange on her arms, which she wasn't quite orange before. She's doing well, aren't you? No. You come and have a munch? I mean, look at that. Just Don't you start, Ramsey. How are you doing? Yeah, it's very hard because I can't really like lean back on anything. I think sometimes Ramsey can make her a bit more, not aggressive, that's not the right word, but Ramsey can kind of like irritate her. I mean, look at that face. She just looks like an absolute cowbag. And she's just like, look at her. Lovely. So the biggest expo in the UK for reptiles would probably be the IHS, probably, and for inverts, the BTS or anything Invert Shows UK. You can find links to them in the description of my videos. What does it eat? The iguana eats salad. Fresh salad, don't you? Yeah, the BTS is big. So, yeah, this one's docile. I mean, I do have scratches on my arms, as you can see here. And this is actually from the first day that I had her. But since having her claws clipped at the vets, they no longer sort of scratch me when she, when she walks. Up she goes again. And this is where she's going to try and go down there again. Don't do it. No. This way. No, you're not. Ah, hey. Out. Come on. Out. This way. This way. You're not meant to go down there. Thank you. You will learn. You will learn not to go down there. Every time you come out, you always keep going down there, and I have to keep telling you that you shouldn't be going down there. You know? I don't like shouting at you. I think she does it just for the attention, to be fair. But yeah. She is very well behaved, to be fair. So she no signs of aggression. The only thing that she does is she does try and go down there. And the only reason I don't want to is that's where there's some wires down there, and like the wires from the internet. I don't want her to sort of pull that down or, risk getting herself tangled up or anything. So, yeah. But she knows. When I say no, she stops, which is good. You got some bit of mold on her head there. Just picking that. And a gill. And a gill. Amazing. Will she get any bigger? Yeah, she might get a little bit bigger. Not massively, I don't think. But I don't mind that, to be fair. She's a good size how she is, and I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. She certainly became quite a character in this house, when I have friends or family that sort of come around. you know, they all want to sort of come up and sort of see her. And a lot of the comments I get now, like, people always just ask me about things like the T. Sardonia, and will ask me, you know, how are they getting on, and how's this, and people seem more interested in how she's and the other bearded dragon, which is good. I'm glad that people have sort of, oh, off she goes, that people have sort of, like, you know, accepted them almost. So yeah, it's a shame that the P metallic isn't coming out. It would have been cool to see in that. Yeah, Ramsey is. The thing is, I would get Ramsey out more, but the problem is that she comes out, and then she just will usually just sort of like try and bite me. So for that reason, I just don't bother. You know, not as often anyway. Fighter Fang so far has been good. I need to catch up on it and follow the actual website more. But as a whole, I've been enjoying it and the content. And whoever wins, you know, good luck to them at the end of the day. And good luck to everyone who's in it. Yeah, Dinosaur Dog, I like that. I think she's, I don't know whether she's sulking or whether she's going to come back around. So, but yeah, Gandalf, they get huge. I mean, a male can get to sort of 6-7 feet. So they're really, really big. Usually they are quite aggressive. Louise, which is the lady that I got this enclosure, the Viv from, which you can see is, it's absolutely huge. I can actually climb inside this and stand up inside it. So, you know, and she was telling me about when she had her male, if he was out, she couldn't go into the room because he would actually sort of chase her out, which is not really very good, is it? When you think about, you know, having a pet that will literally chase you out of your room, you know. Tegu, I would like a Tegu. Someone's actually asked me if I'm going to get one, and I've said, well, not yet, but she's just what are you doing? Ian going to wind up Ramsey, which is basically what I think you're going to do. That's fine. I say, Minty, thank you and take care. Yeah, so the enclosure's just over 6 foot tall by 4 foot. Yeah, that's the problem with them. They do take a lot of work. Like the beauty of me and my spiders and tarantulas and things is that if I don't interact with them on a day-to-day basis, they don't really care. Whereas every single day, what are you doing? Every single night, I will come and sit in here and have her out and have some kind of interaction with her. No, don't go up there. Please don't go up there. Yeah, I actually, if you have me on Instagram, you will have seen this. But she actually, she climbs up onto here, and then gets up onto. Gets up onto this enclosure. And I don't like her doing this, but I'm going to leave it just so you can imagine how she does it. And she's looking at me because she knows she's not meant to do it, don't you? She's like a naughty child when you say, don't do this, and then and they do it anyway. So, but yeah, she normally, she either comes up onto, if I move that over here, she will usually either come up onto the windowsill, which needs a bit of decorating, or she comes up onto onto this bit here and just sits under those lights. She doesn't cause any trouble or anything like that. So, and there's been several times I've actually came into this room from being upstairs or somewhere, and then she's already in here. Hey, I don't know which way she's going to go. Pardon me. The big J is back. Which way are you going? She's not quite as foot in the mouth. I'm a bit big for this. You know that? Doesn't care. Yeah, so if you want to go a red rump, Brachypharma vagans, get another brachy. Get an albiceps or an amelia. I'd certainly recommend those. So yeah, the reason that I have my laptop on with the stream is because if I have any trolls, I can block them with my laptop, whereas I can't do that from my phone. So it's very hard to get my phone. There we go, better. So what I used, I have ordered a which way are you coming? Hello. So what I did was I've ordered a lock for her, which hasn't actually came yet. So I've got some blue tack that I put in the door to stop her from actually getting in, basically. What are you doing? She's so adorable. You see yourself. My opinion with picking teas up with tongs depends on the tea and the person doing it. If it's Petco doing it, it's fine, isn't it? Do you agree? I don't mind you licking me. I just thought you just like randomly like bite my ear. If you do that, I won't be very happy with you. All right? We're having a bonding moment. If you ruin it by biting me, I won't be very happy. I think I'm more paranoid about lizards biting my ears because every time that Ramsey is on my ear, she always tries to bite it. So, that's why I get a little bit paranoid when they bite my ear in case she just randomly like bites it for no reason. I don't think she would, but I can't see what she's actually thinking of doing. What are you doing? So, yeah, she's pretty, oops. Down she goes. Of course, I've got some fresh scratches on my neck. I've probably got some on my back as well, but I don't mind. Yeah, I think she probably would think about it, to be fair. The thing is, she's never shown any kind of aggression, like, ever. Don't go down there. Hey. No, this way. Don't go down there. Come on, come back. Come on, on my leg. Come on. I don't think she would bite me. But like I think I was doing a live stream once with and I had Ramsey on my shoulder, which was fine. And then I saw her head go, and all of a sudden she actually jumped and tried to get my earlobe. And I don't think that Yuna, the Iggy, would do that. However, I still have in the back of my mind this thing of her latching onto my ear. That would hurt an awful lot. So I'm still a little bit, you know, we're still bonding. I'm still trying to learn what she's like, and obviously she's trying to learn what I'm like as well. But she, I don't think she would intentionally to sort of bite me. She doesn't seem that way at all. She had plenty of opportunities to bite me, so. Shady things, yeah. The truth is, I mean, if someone says about those scratches and I say it's from Meguana and they go, oh yeah, of course. I mean, one, it wouldn't really be a bad thing anyway, but I can actually say, look, watch the video to like an hour and 20 minutes in and you'll see it. And say it's not that bad, to be fair. It's barely bleeding, to be fair. She'll be fine. Oh, she's coming back again. Go on then. Oops. It is amazing. I do need to go and get you some food though, don't I? Because I bet you're hungry. Because your food's dried up this morning, so I'm gonna go and get you some fresh salad. So yeah. But people can see that she really is as docile as I say she is. So she's like a parrot. It's a shame, you know, the circumstances of how I sort of obtained her and got her into my collection, but I think it was one of the best things I've done at animal decision wise. You're just wonderful, aren't you? Even if you are a bit of a pain. I say it's like having a naughty child, you know, constantly telling it not to do the same thing. You know, I don't think I need children now that I've got her, to be fair. So yeah, she's amazing. So I'm gonna answer a few more questions, and then I'm going to actually end this stream because I need to go and get her food sorted, and also need to go and get myself sorted as well. So yeah, I'll be wrapping this stream up soon. It hasn't really been much of a spider stream. I could have kind of showed you a few spiders, but other than that, it's been mostly dominated by this girl. Can you see yourself? Hey? She's not even paying attention now. She's just in a world of her own. So yeah, the enclosure, which has been asked for by Nathan John Shepherd. So this is it at the moment. The blanket that's in there is actually what she had, and so I sort of kept it in there for her. This is her food from this morning, which is dried up lovely and got some fruit flies on, so this will be cleaned up. And then this is the stick branch basking log that she goes up, and obviously the light at the top. I'm going to be building another level at 3 foot high, so like a high basking area for her, so she can go up and chill up there. And then also going to be doing a box down the bottom for her, because she is probably due to, not due to, but at some point she will be laying some eggs, I think. So I want to make sure that she's got somewhere to do that, which they won't be fertile, of course, but I still need to try and get the setup done, which will probably over the next sort of few weeks, bit by bit, because I've got other bills and things to pay. And my priority was purely just to at least get the enclosure for her, get it heated and all the lighting set up, so at least she's got somewhere to roam and to climb and things. So that was my priority with her. Everything else I can do bit by bit, which I'm sure people will understand. Ouch. So Ian, how did it let go, or did it stay sort of clinging on? Kat, yes, I will jump on Discord, and anyone else, if you'd like to join me on Discord, I'll be on there to chat for probably half an hour. I've still got things I've got to get done tonight, so but I will be on there if you'd like to have a chat. My oldest tarantula is Zelda, my Lasiodora Parahybana, which is the girl in this big tank here. The spider's over here at the back. She's 9 or 10, I think she is. And she is about 10 inches, give or take. So, Ian, no, the light I've sorted that is my own fault. I had the bulb rigged up to a Habistat thermometer, and so I have this light plugged in, and it's just on all the time now. So the cool side of this tank is 30 degrees, and the hot end is upwards towards 50. So it also is UVA, UVB bulb as well, which is perfect for her, isn't it? Which is fantastic. Okay, at least it let go straight away. I was worried that she might, if she were to bite me, that she would just sort of cling on to me, but thankfully that hasn't happened, which is great, to be fair. And that is that's a Ramsey having a bit of a paddy. I've never been bitten by, the only thing I've been bitten by is my bearded dragon Ramsey. Even this girl, to be fair, is just wonderful. So yeah. Cavern's critters. Am I thinking of getting into the reptiles? Yeah, maybe. I don't know what though, to be fair. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, come on. You know you're not meant to go down there. You're not meant to go down there. You know that. If you don't, you should do by now. Thank you. She will learn that she cannot go down there. Well, I hope she'll learn anyway. Yeah, so as for reptiles, yeah, I might get some, maybe some cresties. I do actually have a tank. Oh, if I stand up and just show you. So I have this tank which I'm currently using just for storing things. I might look at getting something to put in here. I need to make sure I've done the research on what I can put in here, but it's 2 foot by 2 foot, although at the top it's slightly narrow at the top, so it's 2 foot at the bottom by probably about like 16 inches, which is a bit of a stupid size for a tank. But yeah, so I might look at getting some kind of a reptile in there, or even a bioactive setup with a sloped back live moss, millipedes, and like a shallow pool, and yeah, do something really nice with that. And there is actually a hole at the top for a light, so I could fit like an LED strip or something in there as well. So that's definitely a possibility of getting some kind of inverts. But I don't want to just buy something for the sake of it. It has to be something that I know how to take care of. And you're going to go up there again, aren't you? Back up she goes, and this time she's going onto the windowsill, I think. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to be heading off, everyone, because I am absolutely I'm knackered, to be fair. I'm going on Discord and do a quick chat on there with a few people. Oh, what are you doing? Hang on, let me just put that down. What are you doing? Come here. Keeps climbing. So hello to This me, Dahi. Can you show your most docile spider on stream? Yeah, so I've actually already done that, but the most docile spider, let me go down here. Of course. She's an absolute pain, this girl, at times, you know, she keeps climbing up. The most docile spider that I have is this girl. Oops. Okay. So this girl is my Grammosola pulchra, the Brazilian black tarantula. One of the ones that I recommend the most to anyone, pretty much. She's absolutely amazing. I'm not going to be handling her like now. But yeah, this is, if you want a docile tarantula, then this is the #1 spider that I recommend to anyone. If you're a new keeper, definitely get one of these. If you haven't got one of these, then you need to get one. They are just fantastic. Fairly expensive as slings. They take years and years to grow, very slow growing spiders. Excuse me. But if you're willing to be patient, then they are absolutely fantastic. They really are. And they get huge, a good sort of like 9-10 inches. Big, black, bulky, docile. I've never heard of anyone getting bit by one, never heard of one kicking hairs. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Love 50 cars, lucky cars. No, I don't. So yeah, that's a look at my most docile tarantula. And I mean, I have other ones that are also docile, but this is the one that is the most docile, you know. So yeah, this is the one that you should definitely get if you haven't already. Oops, just zoomed in right on its face. One you should definitely look at getting. So yeah, I'm going to be ending this stream now, guys, only because I need to sort of tidy this stuff up. It was really more of a bit of a live chat, and obviously for some reason my gimbal wasn't working, which I don't know why, because if I show you the gimbal, when I turn it on, okay, it's not coming on. Unless maybe I didn't charge it. I definitely put it on charge. Unless it was, I think, unless it just died completely. I don't know. I haven't used it all that much, which is a little bit annoying. But obviously with the gimbal not working, I've been unable to do what I really wanted to do because of not having two hands free, you know. So, but yeah, I will make sure I have my gimbal charged for tomorrow's live video, which is at 8 PM and is for patrons only. The link will be pasted to my Patreon page and also sent out to sort of PayPal supporters and things like that. If you are someone that has donated to me in the live stream today, if you would like to send me a message on my my Facebook or my Instagram and say that you have donated, you know, the money to me today, then tomorrow when I do the financial supporters live stream, then I will make sure I send you the link as well so you don't miss out. It's much of the same thing, but there's less people and it's a bit more kind of personal, and usually it's a good laugh, to be fair. And to Janie, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you'll join me again tomorrow, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. You are the only person that finds my videos ASMR relatable, if that's the right word to use. But yeah. Peter G, please help me. How do I leave a message for someone not live? If you wanted to message me, in the description of the video there's always links on how to do that, or leave a comment on this video and I will contact you there, or you can go onto my actual YouTube page and there should be a message there in the about section to send me an email. Or for the sake of it, if you have a pen and paper now, you can email me at TarantulaDan1990@gmail.com and I can always chat to you there. So anyways, I'm going to be ending this video now, guys. I'm going to get all of these put away and things like that. If you're able to do so, hopefully I will see those of you that support me tomorrow, 8 PM UK time. Much of the same general chat and a bit more kind of just friendly chatting. And I will be up on Discord in about 15 minutes and I'll be on there for about half an hour. So Link to my Discord is in the description. Come along and have a chat. And with that said, everyone, thank you for joining me and chatting, and I will see you guys later. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you soon.